Start off by telling you that we are thankful we don't have any case of Ebola in Malaysia today. The reason why we call this mainly is to inform Malaysians and the Malaysian public on our level of preparedness to face this global epidemic which is happening at this point in time. So far we have got 9 people who came with fever from Western Africa, mainly from Nigeria, whom we have tested, and they all tested negative. And at the present time, we actually have started screening at points of entry. Points of entry means all international airports, that is KLIA 1 and 2, and the other international airports like Penang, Kota Kinabalu, Johor Bahru, where every person who comes is actually screened for body temperature. And if there's high body temperature, they are taken away and they have been questioned. Otherwise, the next point is all those who come from these countries at the immigration counter. The immigration counter will look whether they have in the last 3 weeks visited any of the affected countries. And if they have visited any of those affected countries, then they will be asked to go to a quarantine area within the airport complex itself. Then they will be questioned as to possible contact with a patient with Ebola. So for those who are asymptomatic but with contact, we will monitor them for 21 days. But those who had contact and are symptomatic, then we will manage them. That means they will be sent to the nearest health facility. And throughout the country, we have isolated 21 hospitals, which will be the initial place for referral. Subsequently, those who are positive, they will be managed in 3 hospitals. One is in Sungai Buloh, one in Kota Kinabalu, Hospital Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, and Hospital Umum Kuching in Sarawak. And all these staff are undergoing training now itself in a simulated exercise that in case it happens, how they're going to handle it. We have got reasons to believe they have come into contact with Malaysians. Then our surveillance team put a contact tracing for all people who could have possibly come into contact so that we can identify them, examine them, check them. So the most important thing as far as Ebola contact is concerned is their travel of, their history of travel, particularly to the affected countries in the last 3 weeks. See, we are concerned with asymptomatic people, I mean, those who don't have symptoms. And so we have asked the immigration in our multi-sectoral discussion that they have to look into the passport to see where these people have actually traveled in the last 3 to 4 weeks. And we have evidence in the last 3 to 4 weeks they have actually gone to any one of these countries. Then they will be sent to the quarantine center within KLA, means KLA. There our health staff will actually go through a questionnaire asking them of their contacts, where they came from, how they feel and all that. There will be detailed investigation. So the only area is about Malaysians coming back. This is one area of concern which we have. Malaysians coming back from that area, because they won't go to immigration counter, they will go through the auto gate mechanism. So if they are asymptomatic, we are thinking of putting up a counter just after the auto gate or before the auto gate, in which they will be given pamphlets advising them if they are coming from these countries, please report so that we can actually monitor them. So that is the one group which we thought we might miss, particularly if they use the auto gate. Okay?